benefits of being an ICF member?
The benefits, you mean to me personally or to people in general?
General and yourself.
Listen, how can you beat a situation where you share a common faith, you have friendship with other people, and for the most part, you share a common heritage? Those three things are very important to me. That's what we get out of the Italian Catholic Federation. As Carmen says, when I've gone to other places, and we go to a lot of other branches, Kathy and I go together. We've been going to Arizona, we've been going to branches in our own area, whether it's Stockton or Contra Costa or Healdsburg or wherever, and we meet people, and the three common denominators, we have friends that are there, we share a common heritage, and we share a common faith. Those are things that are important to me, and that's what keeps the Federation going. That's what keeps me in the Federation.
That's a good answer. Dave?
I would have to say the same thing Bob said. You know, when you're going somewhere and we're together, we're in church together, we're praying together, we have heritage. Even if you're not Italian, but you share everyone's heritage. It's just great. I would like to even say something else that I remember. I knew Father Bandini. Father Bandini was the pastor of our parish, but I was young at that time. He left in 1946, but my mother taught catechism for him. So Father Bandini always came back to Crockett, came to the house, eat at the house, and I remember always saying, "You're a good boy now. I want you to stay in this ICF, and I want you to go." And Luigi the same way. I met Luigi in 1957. And seeing their faith and what they believed in really rubbed off on me too. Being an altar boy, I was an altar boy, probably a senior in high school. In fact, if Father doesn't have the altar girls there now, I still go up. You know, it's the faith we have in our heritage. So
good answer. Carmen?
Yes, I think the benefits of what they have said also, but I think it's just, you're a part of an organization. First of all, you're part of an organization that accepts the whole family. And we see it in our branch now where we're getting so many family people coming in. And everybody having a good time as a family. You're not there as a separate group of husbands and a separate group of wives, and everybody kind of goes off by themselves. And it's just, and I think it's just the work that we do. More and more, when David and I were doing the expansion work, you know, one of the things that we used to concentrate, that people would say, you know, what are we supposed to be doing? And we would tell them about our apostolic charity work. And I think that's what really brought a lot of people in, that they had a chance to work not only in their parish, but things in their community that they wanted to do. And we can do this all together, and in the name of ICF, and I think that's just the tremendous benefit of the organization.
Yeah, I agree. It's, you know, it's the good causes and everything that's involved with the ICF. I agree with what you have to say there, definitely. How has the ICF strengthened your appreciation of both your faith and your heritage, Bob?
I think that what I'm reflecting on is that the Federation gave Kathy and it gave me the opportunity to have our faith and our heritage, to not just talk about it ourselves, but to exchange it with other people. When you're at a branch meeting, you're not just alone there. You're talking about your faith and your heritage. My wife is not Italian, but she's very proud of the fact that her father was born in Hungary, and she can talk about her heritage to other people who were maybe born in Italy or have Italian ancestry and everything else. But what we're doing, we're sharing with other people the things that we believe in. We're sharing our faith and our heritage with other people instead of just talking about it ourselves. When you go to a branch meeting and you're with other people who value faith and heritage, that's when you can express your opinion, share with them, learn something back from them. We think that's really important.
Dave, you want to go on that?
again, I think Bob hit it right on the pin, right in the center. Because now my wife's Irish, but you know, when you go to the different branches that I mentioned, you know, you're sharing your heritage. Well, what's the first thing an Italian asks another Italian? Where in Italy are you from? What part? Let me know. And we share that. We talk, we learn about here. I've gone 8 times to Italy, gone down this, oh, I've been down there. They're from this little town. I remember Carmen, she's from a little town over here. We went by one time when I was going with my cousin to Italy. This is where Carmen's from, you know. And you share your beliefs, your happiness. You know, my parents were born there. I was born here, but Crockett was most totally Italian. And we still share our heritage with each other. We still speak dialect after Mass because we're from the area. And after Mass, notice our faith, it's there. And you know, when we have our communions and our breakfast, and you see that banner at the church, and we're there going to receive Christ as a group, as the ICF, very proud, very proud.
Carmen?
Yeah, I would have to second what they say too, because this is the way it is. And you know what, I'll tell you something about heritage. Dan Petrolino, when he was Grand President, started the Heritage Committee. And guess who we asked, right here, the three of us, to be the first Heritage kind of co-chairman, I guess. And we did the first Heritage program at St. Monica's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
We have over 400 people there, and we all kinds of things that we put out. And that's how the Heritage program got started. And even to this day now, and I just give you a personal experience, our new president in Healdsburg now wants to do a heritage program at every meeting. And so she's appointed me heritage chairperson, and I have a lot of information that I'm now bringing to the branch. And it's really created such an interest. People are just looking at all the pictures, at everything else that we have done. And then again, my husband is Irish, so my daughter is part half and half. But it's interesting, between the Italian and the Irish, you know, they just kind of intermingle. It makes no difference who's what or who's where. And the culture and the appreciation of both sides are there. And of course, the faith is there. You know, we're very fortunate to have to be a Catholic family who believes in the Catholic values. And you know, and appreciate, you know, things like Bishop's Days, days of recollection, and so forth, because those things are so important.